Father God, we come before you this afternoon, thanking you for an eventful week in the field of robotics and STEM. We pray that everything learned this week by the children is being able to manifest in their lives and their goals and who they want to become. We ask that you continue to bless them, bless our education system, and bless our schools and our country as we continue to move forward in this field of STEM. We ask that you cover the rest of the ceremony and everybody who has to speak. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Please be seated. So this is our second venture into the field of robotics as a summer camp enrichment program. And I say our, one being from the Anguillian alumni and now the established Anguilla Robotics Association. So as you saw, the video kind of highlight a few of the things that we've done throughout the year. The Anguilla Robotics Association was really formed to kind of foster a place and create a space for STEM and innovative learning here in Anguilla. We had a camp last year under the Anguillian alumni where we invited the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association to come and teach our kids robotics. What is it about? And they came, and the amount of kids that were children that were interested in moving forward with wanting their own association, especially finding out St. Kitts has their own association, other countries have their own association. They kind of put the battery in my back to go and find out how do we get our own. So we got our own, and so I want to congratulate those children or young adults who were so motivated to want to have their own that we're now standing here with our own shirts and in our own association. So let's give them a round of applause. And one thing that the association really prides is that we're not necessarily looking for kids to be top tier academic performers. We know the cognitive thinking and skills that you need in general, and it's usually manifested in those hands-on learners. So we really wanted them to get an opportunity as well as our scholars to get an opportunity. And today would be one of those events you'll see both of them shine on both perspectives and in creative design, innovation, being able to work in a team and work with each other. One of our goals after forming the Anguilla Robotics Association was being a part of the OECS. So because we had already started our initiative along with a wave of other Caribbean islands, we were able to be inducted in the OECS Robotics Association. And we actually have the executive director here with us, Brandon Powell. Now, Brandon's gonna come and talk about the OECS Robotics Association, what this means for us in Anguilla. We're not standing alone. We're not standing only as a British overseas territory. We now have the backing of all of the OECS region. Brandon?
Is this spot? Right here? All right. Good afternoon, everyone. So much Zalika just said, I think she took all the words out of my mouth. There's not much for me to say. We're no stranger to Anguilla. We was actually here, last year for the first ever Anguilla Robotics Association camp. We had a blast last year, man. We had a blast. And we did mention that we definitely have to do this again. So I want to start off by giving a round of applause to the ARA in regards to being true to their cause and actually to have us come back again for another camp. So this year around, we actually leveled up this time. Last year, we had we still had practical interactions with the kids, but more also this time around, we had a more structured educational curriculum to actually support entirely what we were doing and what we were instilling onto the students. So because of that, we were able to impact them with more theoretical, practical, and holistical approach in terms of critical thinking abilities, able to problem solve their own problems without, with minimum assistance from us. Some even didn't even ask for help from us. Um, I do find that very, very interesting. I do love those type of approach. We do this because we love to see those type of situations where young students are being placed into problem solve their own problems without our assistance. But what we do is we provide them with the necessary resources to do such. For the OECS Robotics Association, we launched earlier this year in February on Valentine's Day. So, so I mean, we are our goal or our objective of the OECS Robotics Association is not just a country approach. It's not an individual country approach, but more of a holistical ecosystem approach for the technological revolution of the entire Caribbean. We travel. Most of us in here travel. We've been to countries where they're way more advanced technology in place, even down to the transportation system, right? How they communicate, a lot of these different things. And we believe that we can definitely champion these ideas and bring them to our region. But there needs to be some organization or somebody that is responsible or want to take up that mantle. Well, we're here, we took up that mantle, and we incorporated everyone, right? It's called the OECS Robotics Association, but we're not just the OECS Robotics Association. We are actually a nonprofit organization. We're partnered with the OECS Commission, and we have representative in each one of the OECS countries and also a little outside of the OECS countries. So we have a total of 17 countries that we're now engaged with. And by the end of this year, we're actually putting together a strategic approach to have a super regional Caribbean robotics competition. So, and of course, Anguilla would be invited, regardless if they do say no, but they will be invited and they would be participating as well in this competition. And then after that competition, we want to go further because the goal is to not only put on an event or do something and stay there. You know, the goal of the event or the competition is to more focus on what issues that we're having or we're facing in each one of our territories. So it's going to be an annual competition that is going to be geared towards problem solving issues within our countries themselves, right? So it's not just a theoretical country. I mean, yes, it is a theoretical solution, but it's based on a real problem, right? And from that, you could actually take out or extract the actual solving of the problem and put it into practice or actually applying it within your country, wherever the solution may be that year. This year, we're still working out some logistics, but definitely by the end of this year, we would be having some more finalized logistics in regards to where, when, how, and who's invited. Again, I could tell you this, everyone is invited. A team from every single country is invited to participate, and from that, we'll take the top teams and go over to Houston, Texas, where they have something called First Tech Challenge. First Tech Challenge is where the best of the best in the world is competing against each other using industrial grade robotics equipment and these type of things. And they will be competing against America, Switzerland, Dubai, Singapore, like these type of persons, right? Similar to the first global competition that we participate with every single year. This year is actually our 8th year we're participating in the first global robotics competition, and it's in Athens, Greece this year. So ever since the start of First Global, we've been participating, and we've been constantly going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, promoting technological investment, excuse me, within our country, within our region, right? And because of that, some students are able to start new businesses, have new ideas, take a more technological approach. I wish everybody could be involved in tech. That's my theory. I wish every single one of you guys inside this room, everybody in Anguilla could be involved in tech in some way, right? Because that's how we could definitely see our future going together. All right. So for the camp, a matter of fact, you know what? I'll call Yanil. Is Yanil in the room? Oh, so I'll call Yanil. He's actually one of our instructors that we just verified recently, and he was actually able to. He was one of the outstanding instructors that we took from our own camp in St. Kitts and Nevis, because we have various camps going on around the region. When I'm finished here, I'm actually going to BVI, not to do a, a student camp, but more a teacher's camp. So we actually invited to train teachers in Tartola. We just came back from BVI to do a student camp, and now we're invited back again to do a teacher's camp in BVI. But Yanni will tell you what we did for the entire week, even though we lost a day or so. But we did for the week, and let you guys have some sort of idea what was covered. Okay?
Good afternoon. So, as Brendan said, you're probably wondering what kind of content your child has covered during the week, and I'll inform you in just a second. So, many of the stuff we went through went from the basics of robotics, so from structure and how to combine your robot to motors and motion to how you should properly handle safety and how you should make sure your kid doesn't get hurt. These extrusions can cut you, but as you know, we will properly guide them and keep them safe. So throughout the week, we taught them, and the kids picked up on these things very easily, by the way. Stuff like the fundamentals of programming, how gears work, how they should be combined to work properly. And overall, it was a great experience, and you'll see the fruits of the work that they put in show when they compete today and show that they can use the robot, show that they built the robot, and show that they understand how it works. So overall, I think you'll have a great time watching what your kids have done throughout the camp, and the content they covered is meaningful, and they can see that in the future they can put this to some use and change the region and the world, in fact, for a better.
Thank you, Yanil. So, one of the things that has been spirited for us who came from last year, and I say us meaning the parents and every student that was involved, and even the ones who joined this year, was the fact that for me, we can't carry the title AI and not have this happening in our country. We can't be last. I won't be last. We will not be last. So the idea was really that we expose the children to as much as we can. There are, the funny thing is that my son is interested in tech. And I was like, maybe if we find five of his friends I was blown away. There were more kids on island that were interested in this stuff and interested and showing proof with what they've built in terms of the robots and how they've gone that far. Last year, we were able to successfully send two kids to Singapore to the first global competition as guests to SKNRA, who they're behind there trying to duck me out, hoping I don't call their names. But that was Javi Hamilton and Nikhil Chatlani, and their experience there on a global competition to see what it's like. First global, for those who may not know, is kind of like an Olympic style robotics competition. So what we're doing here would be 200 countries represented by teams of 5 to 7 children. And if you get a chance, look it up on YouTube. The publicity each country got as those kids walked on set was phenomenal. Just the things they're talking about in terms of if they're representing their country, what their country is doing to advance technology. And I felt like this is something that we need in Anguilla. We definitely need a platform for us advancing our technology. This year, we were able to take 2 other kids to the first ever AI research conference in Antigua, which was phenomenal. They were blown away because nobody knew of Anguilla. They were shocked we were there. But my notion was like, not you having an AI conference without AI in the room. Like, we coming. So the kids were blown away by, the conversations, and it really needed officials, government officials, teachers. They had a session for teachers we didn't even know about. But, it needed a little bit more publicity. And we feel like what we are trying to push here is going to take a nation. It's going to take more than one association. It's going to take everybody pitching in to move this technological evolution forward. It's coming. And it's not, oh, we're going to get railroaded by it. We have to get ready for it. So the idea is, I may not understand programming and coding, but they do. So I'm going to find the resource to help them help us, because we're going to be the old people. They're going to watch our money in the banks. And I have to train these people to take care of me. So the idea is I'm going to invest now so that they're able to take care of me the way I want to be taken care of. And I hope you do too. So we're going to now step into Are we ready for the kids? Kids, are you ready? We had before we get into the bots. Before we get into the bots, we initially started out the initiative to have a gaming and robotics camp. Unfortunately, we had to drop the gaming part because due to unforeseen circumstances. But we had so many kids here still interested in that portion. One child in particular, Liam Webster, who in his free time, as even his downtime, I would say, created a game right on site. Liam, are you ready? So Liam's gonna actually show you his game while the other kids get prepared to come and present their groups. Liam, you ready? I'm sorry. He's shy. Yes, he is. Yes, encourage him. Encourage him. Where's your game? And as we wait for Liam, does anybody have any questions about what we've seen so far? Yes.
Will there be any throughout the school year, any
Ye-
practice session, break sessions, anything else other than this? I've been
Yes.
asked that question by
Yes.
my son already.
Yes, so that's one of the reasons also why we have an ARA here in Anguilla. We want to be able to have a year-round curriculum, preparing them for competitions that will be coming up, teaching them and helping them build capacity.
So to actually add to that as well, our kits that we have behind there are international grade equipments that we've just recently partnered with the manufacturing company for internationally. And by extension, because we have a partnership with the ARA, they'll be getting our resources as well as the curriculum that is due to the curriculum is an entire semester curriculum. That's how big it is. So what the kids was exposed to in 1 week, that was like a compression, a really big compression of what is exposure, like they could be exposed to entirely. Because there's stuff like automation, autonomous, and also programming, whereas they could do actual scripting because what they did was Java blocks, which is the more understandable programming. The time was not there for us to expose them to all of that, but definitely again, the area will be getting all of those curriculum to support the entire school facility through their association.
Any other questions? Yes? We will make a very conscious effort to bring gaming camp to Anguilla. We saw that the kids do that in their downtime. I mean, it's inevitable. They're doing it. We just want to make sure that they're doing it productively and safe. You know, we're in Anguilla. We are very lucky to not have certain issues such as, how would you say, you're meeting a stranger on the internet and they come to your house and that kind of stuff. We're very remote. Uh, so, you got to take a boat to get here if it goes that far. But we really want to make sure that the kids have the proper protocols, regulations, compliances, and understand the possibilities that can happen in that space. So we definitely will be working to bring in gaming camp, possibly next year. Liam's ready? All right. Okay. Brandon? Put it on. Put this close to the door.
No, there's no audio. Is there any audio?
There is, but it's only when I, shoot the gun.
Members to apply their knowledge and expertise to
I did not add that.
No, that's not you. That's the background video. Pause that. Spacebar. Oh, sorry. Spacebar. Spacebar. It's not pause. Spacebar. Okay, there you go. Yeah. All right, Liam. Got it? I'll give it to him. Liam. There you go. So you'll explain what your game is about.
Oh, okay. I need the game to really explain. How is it moving? Oh, okay. Okay. So this game is a first-person shooter game, which you use you're in the first-person mode, and you would have two weapons. You have you would have an automatic weapon, which shoots as long as if you press it one time, it'll shoot indefinitely until you have to reload it. I don't want to demonstrate it because okay. It might be loud though.
That's fine.
So like I have the mouse, I click it once, and then I just hold it indefinitely, and then it just shoots until it stops. And then the second weapon, which is a pistol, so it doesn't do the exact same thing, but it does more damage. As I try to hold it, it only shoots once. But if I press it multiple times, it shoots more. And that's pretty much it. And then I have the map. Let me just try to. So let me just try to get to the map. So this is the outside.
So you created all of this?
And then this is the other enemy's base. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so for some of you who may think that, oh, this is a regular game and what's not, Liam really did a very good job to create a game of this detail magnitude, because everything that you see on the screen, he created it. The colors, the design, the dimension, the areas, the layouts, the rocks, the ceiling, the lines, the lighting, every single thing. And even to connect it with your mouse clicker, that's a bit of coding as well behind of it. Not to mention how it's different between the two different guns and what's not. So definitely, I was blown away the fact that he was able to take his time out and actually do this within the camp. I was moving around dealing with the robotics and stuff. I was helping him from time to time, but he actually took it upon himself to complete it entirely himself. The reason why you're not seeing anybody else on the map to play with, because it's a 1v1 type of game. So his friends can also join him, and in his world, in his game, I play against him online, right? So this is something that he created, and this is just a tip of the iceberg, man. To be honest, because with more time, he definitely could have even incorporated a lot of different things where points accumulators, a point system, ranking boards, leaderboards, and these type of things. And these are the type of games that person actually have worldwide championships for. You could win hundreds and thousands of dollars. As a matter of fact, I think Fortnite. Everybody should be familiar with Fortnite. Fortnite just gave out, I think, was $1 million in the first, and the person was about, I think, a 16 years old, Liam. 16-year-old won. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But a 16-year-old won $1 million in a championship, a gaming championship. And that was a game created by Epic Games. A game created by Timer. The game created by Epic Games, and they were able to incorporate the world. So again, we're teaching our students to be creators of technology and not users of technology, right? So who knows, maybe Liam would be the next Epic Games organization to host a camp like that to give away $2 million because he's making about 10 or 16 million dollars. All right?
All right, who's leading the competition? All right, so let's get our teams ready. Team 1, are you ready?
So I think team 1 is actually Liam's team. No, this is team 2. Okay, you ready?
Team 1?
Let's get the ball.
Oh. Team 2 is going to allow Team 1 to go first. You could put back up the video. That's not 20. These are the 20.
You got more.
And then you say you want me to just bring up the final mark?
Yeah. Go ahead, start it. Just bring it up. Just 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 19. Joshua. That should be 20. The game is actually covered.
Presentation made me lag out of everything. I don't want to get my Roblox account hacked.
Oh, that's fine. Go to lag out. That's 19 or 20?
Team 1, do you want to come and talk about your bot?
Good afternoon. My name is Gabriel Leverett, and this is our robot. So the competition is to see who can get the most balls in the time limit. Our robot uses gears and a motor to lift this up, and then we use other motors to move the wheels forward and get the balls. And the person who's controlling it can press a button and it'll go back down and leave the balls in there. Then we have to get them into either zone 1 or zone 2. Our vision was, as instead of using something that was open or using an open and closed door mechanism, because the servos could be tricky to deal with and the claw can cause too much friction, we decide to use this, which doesn't have to touch the ground, so we have less friction and we don't waste our energy on we don't waste our energy on something that's not going to be moving. And then we tried to make sure that it wasn't bigger than the zone 3, which gives you the most points. Thank you for your time.
Okay. You guys are powered up? You guys are connected? Okay, good. That was a trick question. So what I'm doing is actually waiting for the green light to come up. So it's powered up, loaded, and connected to the driver hub that they're going to be using over there to control the robot. So Kaden, you're the driver today? All right. So the objective is to secure the balls, right? Pretty much straightforward, secure the balls. But there's twist. As a matter of fact, I'll let Yanil introduce the gaming rules.
So, for the rules for today's competition, we have Zone Dash. So, Zone Dash is a game about transporting tennis balls into the zone, which is, well, I'll get into the zones in a second, from one zone to another. So, the current zone that the tennis balls reside in as Zone 1. And their goal is to bring it over to Zones 2 and 3. Zones 2 being the larger of the two that's over here, and Zone 3 being the one in the middle, marked out by the yellow. So the point system here will be any ball that goes outside of this blue boundary is known as outer play and should not be interacted with. So going over the rules is the robot should not go out of play during the time period. No ball should go, if a ball goes out of play during the time period, it is not to be interacted with. Inside this boundary that I stand in right now is 1 point. Inside the yellow is 3 points, and for lifting the tennis ball into zone 3 will be 3 points. So if any questions about the rules from any of the students, there shouldn't be because they went over this. But 3 points for every ball inside the yellow. Per ball.
Ten, nine,
7, 6.
Read that. So typically in the official competition, we wouldn't have stopped. But because this is an exhibition for you guys, I'll permit them to do so. All right. So is there any other groups at the back that are willing to go already? Are raring and willing to go? What about Javi's group?
Yeah, Javi.
What's Javi? Is he here?
Yeah, Javi. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. All right, Gabriel. I'll give you guys an extra 2 minutes. Gabriel? Okay, so you guys would have to step aside for this time. Okay? All right? Javi, is anybody on your team wants to describe what you guys built?
Afternoon. We built a robot that is meant to capture the balls using a bucket with a door. So basically, it drives, collects the ball in the bucket, the door closes, and then the robot will be able to transport the balls into the zone. We have a claw for balls that like singles. So if a ball is, say, gets pushed over here and it's by itself, it'll be quicker to probably use this instead of the bucket. But once they're grouped up like this, it'll be easier to use the bucket and gather them and take them over. And that's basically it.
So, for balls that are lifted and are dropped into zone 3, they actually get bonus points for that. All right? So, everything that they have, nuts, bolts, screws, every single button that they press was associated with their individual programming. We did not help them until they cried wolf, and they hardly cried wolf. All right? All right, Javi.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
the little ones not to stay there because when the thing I can.
So Javi, I saw you guys built a claw and didn't use it, man. What happened? All right. What's how much points do we have here, Yanil?
Okay, like 21 points to me.
21 points.
21 points.
All right. So for the next group, that's the score to beat. Where's Joshua? Joshua, reset the boss. Keep a count of the scores. Keep a count of the scores. As a matter of fact, what I didn't do is ask the students to introduce the name of their robot. So forgive me. Javi, would you guys care to inform the general public what's the name? Well, the name of the group and the robot by extension.
Roboneers
Roboneers
is the name of the group.
and the robot. All right, guys, give it up for Roboneers. Gabriel, how we looking? Everything is all good? So, that's fine. All right, before we proceed, can you introduce the name of your group? Well, your group name and also your robot name, if it's the same.
So our group name is the Robotic Warriors, and the name of the robot is Bitbot.
Bitbot. All right, so now we have Bitbot by the Robotic Warriors. All right, Yanil? Hold on. All ready, Gabriel? All right, let's go. Remember, 21 is the score to beat.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So because that ball was secured in the robot before the timer ran out, they actually gain a point for that. Smart move. All right, Daniel? 7? All right, so we have 7 points to the Bitbots. Where's Joshua? Joshua, reset. All right, a round of applause for Bitbots for an excellent performance. All right, guys, bear in mind that they did this in a week, so they're still unfamiliar, well, with the controls. Practice will definitely get them more familiar with to determine who has best control over the robot, and it's a custom program remote. So nothing is default. Everything that they assign for each button is, if I take the control from them right now, I don't know what to do, right? because it's their controls. So who's the next robot we have? Oh, Liam, group 2. The bomb? Oh, where you going? Right here, right here, right here. Turn it the other way. So just for the mic purpose, say it into the mic. Someone to stand up. Introduce your group, the name of your group, and name of your robot.
Our group name is the Islanders, and our bot's name is Bob. Say hi to Bob. Make sure not to explode, Bob, okay?
All right, guys. Remember, when the competition starts, you have to move away from this line. Cause you're in the blinds of the camera angle. Go on that side over there. Don't step on the balls. Okay. You guys ready and not even plugged in your battery, man? It's the. Should I change the name from the Bob to the Bomb?
Okay, Bob. Good luck.
All right, we'll wait for the green light and to go ahead to make sure you're connected. So this is actually just a taste of what they do at First Global every single year. So the competition is way more complicated than just this. At the international competition, we have robots who lift up themselves for 4 or 5 feet high angles, shoot balls for 6 feet high, about 8 feet long, able to accumulate different climbing mechanisms, able to capture balls, have an intake mechanism to roll them up inside and dump them, extend and then dump and then hang. And then you're actually paid with an alliance group from a country you never heard about before. For example, Tajikistan. I never knew Tajikistan existed until I went to Singapore last year. So, you guys are ready? All right. You guys are good? Confident enough? No. All good? Sure. I start, I'm not going to stop. All right?
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh. Oh. Ah, I just missed it. Oh. Ah. Ah! right, time. See, this the excitement is a success. How much? 14. So we have the bomb, aka the bomb. The Bob. Came in with 14 points.
Good job.
14 points. You guys did good, man. You should give yourself a round of applause. Extremely good. All right, Dasha. So the excitement actually comes down to the last 20 to 10 seconds. You feel that, right? So that's where for them it's nerve wracking. They start sweating and panicking, all these type of things. So it's best to stay composed and try to play your game strategically. Who's next? Who's next? What do we have next? That was two. So who's that? Nikhil? Yeah. Nikhil, I think we're ready for you. I'll ask one. This one? So 3 points if they lift. That's the claw. So bear in mind, 3 points. The bonus points is allocated if they lift. So the time. Okay, so most of them started off with a lifting mechanism. That's why you see that gear right here. But because time was against them, they were able to make a strategic decision to abandon the lifting and focus on mass collection. So that's what they did, right? So that's why only, well, 2 bots actually have a lift and the other 2 does not, right? You guys ready? Before I introduce this, as a matter of fact, I want you to come and introduce yourself. Do he knows? Does he know the name of the bot? Huh? Mechanitos? Mechanitos is the name of the robot. Tell them. Come. Tell them. Right here. Tell us. What's the name of your robot?
The name of our robot is Mechanitos.
Mechanitos. All right, guys, give it up for Mechanitos. All right, thank you. Don't go over there. Don't step on the balls, okay? All right, you guys are ready? Sure? All right, so guys, with this particular bot, what I did is we challenged them, right? With the other bots, you realize that some of the designs are similar in terms of the chassis and the heights from off the ground, what's not. So we told them, be different. Come up with your own design, come up with your own implementation to solve a problem. So this is why the bot look a bit different. It's closer to the ground, it's longer, it's more narrow. That is why. But they still kept the lift mechanism for the bonus points. All right, let's go.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Exactly. What's his name? Ooh, hoo, hoo. uh, uh. Referee, what are we gonna do with this one, referee? What? How's it looking? How's it looking? I think I think Mechanitos is the definition of slow and steady wins the race. Let's go, Josh. What we say? I think that was all, right? So what you want to do now? We got his certificate for William T? Yeah, let's do that right now.
All right, let's give the kids another round of applause. I mean, I've been here all weekend sitting on the edge of my seat to see what's happening. I want you guys to pay attention to the ingenuity of the bots. Everyone came up with their own design. They came up with their own concept, their coding. And I love how, what's his name, Zane, he left. Little Zane was up here encouraging his bot to move and everything. Give them all a round of applause. And no, as you can see, some of the groups are really large to be working with the kits that we have. One of our goals is to have our own kits and have enough so that the kids can all create their own individuality through their bots that they are able to assign. We're going to get into this portion where we're going to hand out certificates. So our first round of certificates are going to be participation, and then we're going to start to dig into our outstanding performers and the camp leaders that we saw rise up throughout the week. Again, we had a week of activities. We lost a day due to the tropical storm passing, but the kids were able to pick up on curriculum the next day because they had, initially when we started on day one, they were not supposed to get into the kits and start building. They had already done that on day one. So on day one, they already got into it. So like Brandon mentioned, and Yanil mentioned, they knew the parts. They knew what it was. So we're not too badly off, but we just need to direct them in the right direction. All right, ready, Brandon? You start that right there. Okay. You can put up the volume. You can put up the volume. Oh. It's on now? Okay. So the Javi and your team come up your Roboneers. Can all the members of Roboneers come forward? Oh, we used to cut them.
I don't have anything.
That's okay.
Just tell them to bring it back to us.
Yeah.
I'll give them all.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So this is everybody from your team? Okay. All right. So the winning team, actually, give them a round of applause. Very strategic in their efforts. What they won is actually a waiver to camp fee next year. We're gonna have them come back. Yeah. So these they won a waiver to the camp fee next year. That now means we have to have camp next year. So so they can use their vouchers. Thank you. Make sure you get your voucher before you leave. All right? Participation.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's get them in any order. All right, as I call your name, you're going to come and get your participation award. Chauncey Foy. Chauncey left. Tijari Polanco. Paul Nacco, sorry. Oh, Tijari.
You want to take a Mr. Martin? Come close.
Turn around. Good job. Aron Lawrence. You'll be telling them all week. Oh. Liam Webster. Thank you. Corey Moranci. Jordan Richardson.
Right.
Callum Maurice John Bibby. Who put all of Callum's name on the registration? Down a little bit. Caden Gomes. Gabriel Leverett. Zach Davies. Kyrie Connor. Go ahead. Jaden Jennings. Janelle Jennings.
Your sisters, brothers, and sisters.
Yeah, all three of them.
I didn't know.
Janelva Jennings. See if you find out. Trayvon Pemberton.
Done it again.
Good job, Trayvon. Come.
Trayvon.
Take Take a picture. Look right there. Daryl Duggins. Oh Lord, Daryl probably. Okay. Jordan Fleming. Down a little bit. And look at your grandpa now. Aaron Glasgow.
That's his name. Keep forgetting.
You good?
It didn't sound.
Nikhil Chatlani. Oh, you feel short now.
I know.
Zail Celestine. His aunt. Nathan Kentish. No, look who didn't want to come camera. Huh?
Got you. Big got you.
Look at the camera right there.
Okay.
Jakaya Richardson. Daryl. Daryl next. Jakaya?
Oh.
Yeah.
Good job.
Daryl. Look at the camera. All right. Daryl Duggins. No, his sister. Come down, turn around and take a picture.
That was very fine in certificate before you show you guys. Turn it around this way.
It doesn't.
Hold it like this. Hold it like this. Hold it
Look
up.
at the camera right
Hold it up, Karen.
What is this for?
It's just certificate.
It's for
Graduated.
participating in the camp.
I graduated?
Yes.
I graduated.
Thank you, Daryl. Keandre Proctor.
To the graduate.
Zane Dominic. Oh, Zane just left. Sorry. Dimitri Blake. Great. Thank you, Dimitri. Javi Hamilton. Now look at your mom. Che DaCosta. Che. Che. Am I disturbing you, buddy?
It's working.
You got it? Oh, wait.
That's his dad? That's his dad?
Yeah.
You wanna go? Oh.
Kevon Brown.
Chance and Zane
Left.
left.
Okay. All right, last call for Chauncey. Okay. Now we'll get into specialized awards. So these awards are for outstanding group lead. Chauncey's here. Michaela.
Oh, she won. Hers was missing.
Oh, sorry, Michaela.
We'll
Come,
get into it.
Michaela.
We don't have any. You have a printed file.
Huh?
I don't have one for her. You have a printed
I
file.
had.
There was one that was
It
empty.
was.
and
Oh, where is it?
You'll have to reprint it.
Okay, so turn around, take a picture. We're gonna give you yours. Sorry, Michaela. I spelled your name wrong and I turned it up.
Just for photo op, guys. She'll get her certificate out. That's not her name. That's somebody else. That's fine. We'll get you your certificate out. We printed it, but it was misspelled, so we have to
Okay,
correct it.
so it's okay. My apologies. It seemed as though we had a few certificates that printed back to back, and so Josiah, Michaela may have been those. We took them out of the batch, but Josiah, where's Josiah?
So you can step up on Monday.
Yeah, they'll get them today. They can get them later. We're gonna get your certificate later, but sorry, it printed back to back on the same paper.
Not like you need it.
I know, right? You know you're a robo master.
I got a question. Will I get an award for 2 wins in a row?
Just go back down
Just-
there.
just-
What's with- It's so much to do that.
All right, so these next awards are for group leaders. So you saw the teams, you saw who spoke, who led. We want to recognize the leadership qualities in the youth. And we're going to start with group leader for, which one is it?
I don't remember her name.
Can't remember which group you were, but Gabriel Leverett, group leader.
I think Bitbox.
Bitbop. Yes. Liam Webster. Good job, Liam. Javi Hamilton.
That's spelled wrong too.
That's correct.
That's it, spelled? Thank you. Not again, no.
Nikhil Chatlani. Oh, double printed.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's precision.
oh, sorry.
But you'll have to read it.
Okay. And then, okay, you just up here making us look like dwarfs. Thank you. Okay, scoot over because I'm getting out of frame. All right, so our next specification award is for Precision Performance Award. Now, this award is presented to the participants who have demonstrated outstanding efficiency and effectiveness in their tasks and projects during the camp. And this award goes to Gabriel Leverett.
There you go. Precision
You're welcome.
Precise award, man. Good job.
Our next specific award goes to a rising robotics star. This is presented to the student who has demonstrated exceptional promise and enthusiasm in the field of robotics through their innovative thinking, problem-solving abilities, and dedication. This student has shown the potential to become a future leader in technology. And this is Che DaCosta.
Read it. Okay, bio. Read it. This bio. What did I? So you got 2, man. She's flexing.
Now, Che's mom told me that he harassed her to come to camp. Okay, so well worth the harassment. I didn't know how you were doing that. All right, so this one is a Design Maverick Award, and this recognizes the participant who have demonstrated exceptional creativity, originality, and ingenuity in their designs during the camp. Okay, I gotta read that part. The Design Maverick Award celebrates individuals who have dared to think differently and have shown a pioneering spirit in developing unique and forward thinking designs. This recognition encourages participants to embrace innovation and push the envelope in the field of robotics and engineering. This is Javi Hamilton. There's two more over there. Uh-huh. Okay. Che, Gabriel, Yanil, 1 second, please. Che and Gabriel, come, please. Sorry, we forgot their prize. Yes, yes.
Thank you. She's taking photos. Give me next one.
All right, so we have go back over. Lloyd Che.
Sorry.
Innovation Showcase Award. This award acknowledges the participant who have delivered the most impressive and innovative demonstration during the camp. The Innovation Showcase Award highlights the ability to showcase cutting edge ideas, technical skills, and creative problem solving. Through captivating demonstrations, this recognition encourages participants to think outside the box and push the boundaries in technology and robotics. This is Nikhil Chatlani. It was 4 headphones. I don't even think Nikhil does that. No, that's trash. Those two. Those two have stuff. Sorry. All right. What else we got? Oh. A Code Craft Excellence Presentation Award. The Code Craft Excellence Award recognizes participants who have demonstrated exceptional programming skills, craftsmanship during the Anguilla Robotics Association Summer Camp 2024. This prestigious award celebrates individuals who have displayed an exemplary understanding of coding principles and mastery of efficient, elegant, and effective code. This is Joshua Lewis. Congratulations, Joshua.
Oh, Javi?
Javi, if you can come. Javi, come 1 second, please. Y'all want to do a roster with Javi?
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. So I got the honors of doing this. This is the final award for the day. So last year, Javi was our RoboMaster Excellence Award, which is the highest award that you could possibly get at this camp. So it's only right for Javi to be the one to hand out this award this year. Right? So for the RoboMaster Excellence Award, this award is given to the participant who has demonstrated exceptional performance and excellence across all aspects of the Anguilla Robotics Association Robotics Summer Camp 2024. Showcasing a high level of skill, knowledge, and dedication, the name RoboMaster Excellence Award reflects the camp's focus on robotics and mastery of skills while emphasizing the recognition of the overall excellence. Who's the person, Javi?
Gabriel Everett.
You did it this year, man. You go straight for the prize. Forgot all about the certificate. Hold the prize. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here, someone. Good. Would you like to say something on the mic?
I just like to thank my mom, my dad, and also my teammates for my mom and dad for allowing me to come to this camp and for the second time, and also my teammates for helping me build my robot. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. And I'd also like to thank the facilitators, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, for coming here to help us with this camp. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we definitely want to give all the kids a round of applause. Those who got general awards and those who also got specification awards. One of the things as RoboMaster last year, Javi was able to travel to Singapore with Nikhil. And we hope that as RoboMaster this year, Gabriel, you're able to do great things with your role and be able to lead others in your peer group as well. We want to thank everybody for showing up today and giving thanks also to SKNRA, OECSRA. Give them a round of applause. If we can get the team, Joshua. So this team actually came out of St. Kitts to help support us in camp. We have an MOU with them for 3 years. This is our second year. Next year is our third year. And we hope to have some of our founding members of the Anguilla Robotics Association. Would you stand up and come forward? Founding members: Aran, Gabriel, Zamar, Revia, Javi, Nikhil, Joaden. Jaden. Caden, sorry. I'm sorry, Caden. I say founding members and nobody getting up. Josiah, thank you. So these are our founding members of the Anguilla Robotics Association. These are the kids who came and asked to have our own. Come, Debbie, come closer. Josiah, Caden. All right, thank you. Thank you guys. While we're giving out our thanks right now, we're about to wrap up. I want to thank Revia Hodge and Zamar David. They don't want to come back. The sad thing about it is that some of our kids are much introverts and they don't want to be in the spotlight. We want to thank Revia Hodge, Zamar David. They signed on as interns and have been a part of putting this whole camp together. Give them a round of applause. Okay. Yeah. Also want to thank our sponsors, Capjaluca, BB Tours, Bernard Watley, Fraser Consulting, the Department of Education for allowing us this space to be able to create. And we welcome the community at large to please, this is a great initiative. This is something that your kids desire to have. And like I said, parents in the room mingle with each other. You're going to get to know each other very well because your children are like-minded. And this is their location. This is their space. And this is where you'll see yourself more interacting with parents as well. This year we had 2 students that were not Anguillians. And we were grateful for our visitor students, so let's give them a round of applause. Yes. We really want to thank also, not last, and definitely not least, our premier, who gave a call He gave a call before camp started, wanting to find out what's going on this year. We thank you for your support. Would you like to say a few words of your experience today?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Certainly, it's a pleasure. I was overwhelmed by this display today. I could not believe that this was possible. And so this is amazing. I'm so happy that you were able to do this, to have this camp, and to do it even through inclement weather. So it means that you're committed. I want to thank Zulika Fraser for leading in this initiative, and certainly, early in the summer, before the summer, I called her to find out, if there was going to be another camp because, the interest is there among the young people in Anguilla. Certainly want to see this go to greater heights. St. Kitts Nevis, Robotic Association. In February, when we were in St. Kitts for the OECS meeting and also the ECCB, the Monetary Council meeting, there was a demonstration put on by these able gentlemen and ladies, and I mean it was the things that are possible. Some that they are now leading forward, helping the government of St. Kitts Nevis in a project that was discussed by the Prime Minister at the time. And I just found out that this is moving forward. So I'm very happy to say that the potential is great, for helping Anguilla to do things that before were impossible. When they say it's impossible, these guys can do it, because, and they're just getting started. So I'm looking forward to seeing bigger and greater things throughout this year and the next camp that they'll have more participants. So thank you very much for wowing me today and for, the young men and women that we have, the potential there is. I just know that Anguilla is in a good place and the future is bright. Thank you again to all the sponsors. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Before we close out, we want all the kids, we have a token of appreciation. Well, just a goodie bag for you guys to get ready, because the next couple of weeks I'll get ready for school. So we have a few little school supplies with your backpack to kick off your parents getting y'all ready back to school. So if you can form a line, Ravia? Oh. If you guys can form a line, not all at once,
Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay, so I've been up here standing for the last 5 minutes holding on to this, but I have to let you guys know, man. So the RoboMaster Excellence Award, the prize that Gabriel got is actually his own robotics kit. That his own kit that he can use at home whenever he wishes to continue developing and testing and prototyping and coming up with new ideas on his own. And then for next year's camp, we're going to be a level up again. We're going to challenge these theories.
Okay, stay there, Kayanja. Stay there.
So I don't need to be here.
No.
So,
No.
this is
Yeah, you're gonna give it out.
I'll
All right. So while they receive their tokens, I'm sure you guys saw the video. Y'all saw the young lady in the video, what have you. So this video entirely was developed using AI. And that is, for those who didn't make it to our launch, you miss Anita. Her name is Anita. We tell her what to say and she say it. So these are skills we are actually having the kids learn as well. Being able to use AI, implement AI into business and daily activity, and hopefully definitely training them how to govern that rather than use it loosely. And before it slips me, I want to thank our lunch person, our caterer, Chow Cafe, for our delicious meals this week. It would be go the next one. Yeah. Okay. So there was a question about the possibility of having each individual have their own kit and mentioning the cost. So one of those kits back there costs about what, 1,700 to 2,000, Brandon? $2,000. Hold on
So,
one second.
so the kit is quite costly. Those are again international grade equipments that we use to bring to our students here in primary schools and lower levels because we want to expose them to what's out there, right? Not give them a lower level grade equipment or resources for them to use. Those kits has actually traveled with us from St. Kitts and Nevis. We brought them just for this camp to give these students an experience of a lifetime. So that's why we're able to have them. So these kits cost about one of them costs about 15 to 2,000 US dollars per kit, and it also depends on what do you want the kit to entail. It's not just one kit for one, set. But it do have a base price, and then if you continue to add stuff to it, you could, the price will continue to increase.
Yeah. So invest, invest, invest. we welcome we welcome your sponsorship for this. So as we close out now, we also I can't forget Lloyd, who always shows up every time I ask. Sorry, one thing. Thank you, Lloyd, for always supporting, always showing up when we ask you to. Thank you for capturing our moments. We really appreciate it. Sorry, that is Lloyd's life.
Right. Also, to add to the question that was asked before, that we, as in St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, is those particular kits provider for the entire Caribbean region. So if you're in the Caribbean and you want to acquire one of those kits, you'll have to reach out to us. And if you're in Anguilla, you'll have to reach out to the ARA, and the ARA has a partnership with us, so they'll be the one to channel through us.
All right. We just want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you for showing your interest. Thank you for supporting the kids. We really appreciate it. They love it when they get to show you guys what's happening and what they're learning in camp. We hope to see you next year. Bigger and better event. And hopefully we get more interaction with you guys throughout the year. Thank you.